Good morning, students. Today, in this entrepreneurship class, we will learn about the break even analysis in the case of multiple product or services. Break even point is the level of sales or revenue generated that equals all the expenses required for generating that revenue. It is not more than the expenses, such as no profit, nor is it less than the expenses. In other words, there is neither loss nor profit at the break even level. In the break even level, total revenue equals to total expenses, quantity into unit price equals to quantity into unit cost plus fixed expenses. Quantity into unit price minus unit cost equals to fixed expenses. So we can calculate any one of the value from this method. Quantity into gross margin per unit equals to fixed expenses, or break even quantity for a single product equal to fixed expenses minus selling price per unit minus variable cost per unit. Next is break even quantity for multiple products. So first of all, we must know about fixed expenses, where weighted average selling price per unit minus weighted average variable cost per unit. Please note, gross margin and gross profit are one and the same. Usefulness of break-even analysis continues to be the same whether you are operating a single product or multiple product business. It helps in setting profit goals and sales target. In a manufacturing environment, it helps in determining the products that are not contributing to meet the fixed expenses and thus brings up the item for discussion in management meetings about its continuity. Next is sales mix break even point calculation. Sales mix is the proportion in which two or more products are sold. For the calculation of break even point for sales mix, following assumptions are made. So we have to take care of these assumptions. Number one, the proportion of sales mix must be predetermined. The sales mix must not change with the relevant time period. All the cost can be categorized as a variable or fixed cost. Sales price per unit or variable cost per unit and total fixed cost are constant. And last point is all units produced are sold. So these are the assumptions. The next is the calculation method for break even point of sales mix is based on the contribution approach method. Example: following information is related to sales mix of product A, B and C. In product ABC, the sales price per unit is rupees 15 per unit. In B, rupees 21 per unit. In C, rupees 36 per unit. And the variable cost per unit is rupees 9 per unit, rupees 14 per unit for B and rupees 19 per unit for C. Sales mix percentage is 20% for product A, 20% for product B and 60% for product C. Total fixed cost is rupees 40,000 for all products. So question is, calculate the break even point in units and in rupees. So first step is calculate the contribution margin per unit for each product. Like we have three products here: product A, product B and product C. Sales price per unit is rupees 15, 21 and 36, less variable cost per unit, that is rupees 9, rupees 14 and rupees 19. Contribution margin per unit is rupees 6, rupees 7 and rupees 17. So when we calculate the weighted average contribution margin per unit of the sales mix, we have to use these methods. First point is product A contribution margin or contribution mix per unit into product A sales mix percentage plus product B's contribution margin per unit into product B sales mix percentage plus product C contribution margin per unit into product C sales mix percentage equals to weighted average unit contribution margin of all three products. So let's start. In product A, the sales price per unit is rupees 15, in B rupees 21, and in C rupees 36. Less variable cost per unit rupees 9, rupees 14, and rupees 19. Contribution margin per unit is rupees 6, rupees 7, and rupees 17. Into sales margin, sales mix percentages 20%, 20%, and 60%. So what we have done, first of all we have deducted the variable cost per unit from the sale price per unit. Then we got the contribution margin per unit, like rupees 6 for product A, 7 for product B, and 17 for product C. Then we multiply it with the contribution margins, that is 20, 20, and 60%. So for product A we got rupees 1.2, for product B rupees 1.4, and product C rupees 10.2. Then we add all these contribution margins. So sum is weighted average contribution margin per unit A plus B plus C equals to rupees 12.80. Step third, calculate total units of sales mix required to break even. Now we have to calculate how much units we have to produce for getting the break even number. The break even point in units of sales mix equals to total fixed cost divided by weighted average contribution margin per unit. And in this question the total fixed cost is rupees 40,000. We'll divide it by weighted average contribution margin per unit, that is rupees 12.80. So break even point in units of sales mix is rupees 3125 for all three products. In step 4, calculate number of units of product A, B, and C at break even point. Product A sales mix ratio is 20%, for product B 20%, and for product C is 60%. So we calculate the product units at break even point. So we calculate that 20% of 3125, that is 625 for product A and product B, and for product C 60% of 3125, that is 1875. After getting this is the step 5, calculate break even point in rupees. If we want to calculate it in rupees, so we have the break even units. For product A is 625, for product B is 625, and for product C is 1875. We multiply it by the price per unit, that is rupees 15 for product A, rupees 21 for product B, and rupees 36 for product C. So product sales in rupees is 9,375 for product A, 13,125 for product B, and 67,500 for product, and sum is break even point in rupees overall rupees 90,000 when we add all three products A plus B plus C. Then break even point equals to fixed cost divided by weighted average contribution. Now we will calculate the multiple product break even analysis. Toycraft produces toy alligators and toy dolphins. Fixed costs are rupees 12,90,000 per year, and sales revenue and variable cost per unit are as follows. Alligators and dolphin sales price is rupees 20 and 25. Variable cost is rupees 8 and rupees 10. There are three questions. First question is, suppose the company currently sells 1,40,000 units of alligator per year and 60,000 dolphins per year, and sales mix percentage is 14:6. Assuming the sales mix stays constant, how many alligators and dolphins must the company sell to break even? That is the first question. Second question is, suppose the company currently sells 60,000 alligators per year and 1,40,000 dolphins per year, and sales mix percentage is reversed, that is 6:14. Assuming the sales mix stays constant, how many alligators and dolphin must the company sell to break even per year? And third question is, explain why the total number of toys needed to break even in the same as or different from the number in B. Solution. So for alligator, units are 1,40,000, dolphins 60,000, and total is 2 lakh. And sales price is rupees 20 and 25 for alligators and dolphin, and variable cost is rupees 8 and 10. So sales will be for alligators rupees 28 lakh, and for dolphin it is 15 lakh, and total sales will be 43 lakh. Variable cost is rupees 11 lakh 20,000 and rupees 6 lakh, and total is 17 lakh 20,000. Then we calculate the contribution margin A minus B. So the contribution margin for alligators is 16 lakh 80,000 for alligators, 9 lakh for dolphins, and 25 lakh 80,000 for total. Then we deduct the fixed cost, that is rupees 12 lakh 90,000, and the net income will be rupees 12 lakh 90,000. And weighted average contribution margin equals to total contribution divided by total units, that is 25 lakh 80,000 divided by 2 lakh, and that is rupees 12.90. Break-even point is equals to fixed cost upon weighted average contribution, that is 12 lakh 90,000 divided by rupees 12.90 equals to 1 lakh units. So here we conclude that for getting the break-even we have to produce 1 lakh unit, but we don't know that how many units of alligators and how many units of dolphins were to be produced. So we calculate these units by their proportion. So in alligators we get it by rupees 1 lakh into 14 upon 20 equals to 70,000 units for alligators, and for dolphins same proportion will be used, rupees 1 lakh into 6 by 20, that is 30,000 units. So here we got the number of units which we want to get for the break-even point, and 70,000 units were for alligators and 30,000 units for dolphins. It means that if we want to get break-even for both the product, then we have to at least produce 70,000 units of alligator and 30,000 units of dolphins. So Toycraft has to produce 70,000 toy alligator and 30,000 toy dolphins for calculating break-even point in units. Now part B or question 2. The same figure is given here. Units we have calculated earlier, that 60,000 units for alligator, 1,40,000 for dolphin, and total is 2 lakh. And sales price per unit is 20 rupees for alligators and 25 rupees for dolphins. And variable cost is also given, rupees 8 for alligators and rupees 10 for dolphins. So we calculate this. First of all, we will write the sales in rupees, that is 12 lakh for alligators, 35 lakh for dolphin, and total is 47 lakh. And variable cost is 4 lakh 80,000 for alligators, 14 lakh for dolphin, and 18 lakh 80,000 in total. Then we calculate the contribution margin A minus B. So we will deduct 4 lakh 80,000 from 12 lakh, and we will get rupees 7 lakh 20,000 for alligators, rupees 21 lakh for dolphins, and overall 28 lakh 20,000 in total. Then we deduct the fixed cost, that is 12 lakh 90,000, and the net income will be 15 lakh 30,000. After getting this income, we calculate weighted average contribution margin, that is total contribution divided by total units, and that is rupees 2,82,000 divided by 2 lakh, and we will get rupees 14.10. Break even point equals to fixed cost divided by weighted average contribution, and that is 12,90,000 divided by rupees 14.10, and that is 91,489 units. Now we have to get individual units for alligators and dolphins in the proportion of 6:14. So first of all we will calculate the alligators unit, that is 91,489 into 6 by 20 equals to 27,446 units, and for dolphin 91,489 into 14 by 20 equals to 64,042 units. Next is third part of question. The total number of toys needed to break even in A is different from number in B and lower also. We have calculated for both the part of the questions. This is due to the reason as weighted average or weighted contribution per unit has increased, and fixed cost spread over greater number of rupees, letting the break even to be achieved early. Perhaps B. Sales mix is more efficient and gives the firm a hint to produce toy dolphins more, as contribution per unit of a toy dolphin is also higher. So toy dolphin will be preferred to be produced more. Now total revenue equals to total expenses. These are some important formulas. Quantity into unit price equals to quantity into unit cost plus fixed expenses. Quantity into unit price minus unit cost equals to fixed expenses. Quantity into gross margin or profit per unit equals to fixed expenses, and break even quantity equals to fixed expenses oblique gross margin per unit. So thank you students. If you have any queries you can ask me. Thank you for watching.